Etymology and historical origin of the baby name Timothy. The name Timothy is derived from the Greek Timotheos, the elements of which mean time, honor, and theos, God. Timothy is the English version by way of the Latin Timotheus and is born in the New Testament as one of Paul's closest and most loyal companions. His father was Greek, but his mother and grandmother were Jews and followers of Christianity, so Paul had him circumcised and mentored him in the ways of Christ. Paul charged Timothy with shepherding the church by providing leadership and instruction on the Christian faith, as evidenced by his 2 pastoral epistles to Timothy. According to tradition, Timothy was stoned to death by pagan worshippers when he attempted to break up their procession honoring Diana. Saint Timothy is also the patron saint of stomach and intestinal disorders. The name Timothy became popularized sometime after the Protestant Reformation in England in the 16th century. Personality of the boy named Timothy. The number 11 is a master number and embodies heightened traits of the 2. This personality is on a life journey to find spiritual truth. They are extremely idealistic and intuitive. 11s have a rare and exceptional spiritual energy that brings a sense of obligation to illuminate the world around them. It's a very powerful responsibility, but these people have far more potential than they know. It's important that they surrender to higher ideals. They have the capacity to see the bigger picture, and they possess the skills to inspire others spiritually. 11s have strong diplomatic skills and can become great peacemakers. Master numbers can be both a blessing and a curse, as they walk the fine line between greatness and the potential for self-destruction. Popularity of the boy named Timothy. The name Timothy has maintained a spot on the U.S. popularity graphs since the government began tracking naming patterns back in the 1880s. The height of Timothy's popularity came in the 1960s when it ranked close to the top 10. The name continued to enjoy success in the 70s and 80s and into the 1990s, but recently it started to wane in usage. Timothy finally lost a position on the top 100 list of most favored male names in 2008, marking the first time in 65 years. The name hasn't lost more than 10 positions on the charts in any given year, so its decline is slow and inconspicuous. About 3,500 little boys are given the name Timothy each year at its current ranking, so it's no longer as overused as it was in the 1960s. Timothy is an easygoing name, unpretentious and risk-free. The short form, Tim, seems to be shared by many professional athletes, which gives it an element of strength. Both Timothy and Tim go well with almost any conceivable surname. It's a solid choice all the way around. Quick facts on Timothy. Gender, boy. Origin, English. Number of syllables, 3. Ranking popularity, 125. Pronunciation, timb. Simple meaning, honor God. Characteristics of Timothy. Extremely bright, inspirational, truth seeker, spiritual teacher, uplifting, highly intuitive. Cultural references to the baby name, Timothy. Literary characters of the baby name Timothy. Popular songs on Timothy. Timothy Leary, a song by Dada, a song by Timbaland featuring Jet, a song by Nevermore, Timothy Where You Been. Famous people named Timothy. Tim Brown, football player, Tim Connolly, hockey player, Timothy Hutton, actor, Tim Armstrong, musician, Tim Lincecum, baseball pitcher, Timothy B. Schmidt, guitarist, Tim Conway, actor, Timothy Spall, actor, Tim Wakefield, baseball player, Tim Tebow, football player, Tim Duncan, basketball player, Timothy Goebel, figure skater, Tim Curry, actor, Timothy Oliphant, actor, Tim Robbins, actor, Tim Brent, hockey player, Timothy Leary, writer/psychedelic drug advocate, Tim Gunn, TV personality, Tim McGraw, country musician, Tim Thomas, hockey player, Timothy Dalton, actor, Timothy Treadwell, grizzly bear enthusiast, Tim Burton, director, Tim Gleason, hockey player, Tim Comerford, bassist, Tim Russert, news anchor, Tim Roth, actor, Tim Allen, comic/actor, Tim McCarver, baseball player. Historic figures with the name Timothy. Dr. Timothy Francis Leary goes down in the American history books as an influential and controversial figure of the 1960s and 70s. Born in Massachusetts, Leary was of Irish-American descent. Under pressure from his dentist father, Leary enrolled at the U.S. Military Academy at West Point but was promptly dismissed after displaying a lack of respect for the rules, honor code and authority in general. This would become one of his defining characteristics. After World War II, Leary went on to finish his education and eventually earned a Ph.D. in psychology from the University of California, Berkeley in 1950, where he went on to teach. Influenced by the Beatnik Society of the San Francisco Bay Area in the 1950s, which gave way to the counterculture movement of the 1960s, Leary became controversial in his advocating of the usage of LSD, the psychedelic drug, for its therapeutic and emotional/spiritual benefits. He is most known for the phrase he coined, "A euro turn on, tune in, drop out." A euro. He influenced many notable people from Ken Kesey to John Lennon, and President Richard Nixon once referred to him as a euro, the most dangerous man in America. A euro.